Hello guys, Paradoxial here. In today's video, we're going to be making a custom-made YouTube logo for 100% free using a web-based photo editor. First thing you want to do is you want to go to your URL and type in pixlr.com/e, and after that you'll be taken to a site that looks just like this. Now all you need to do is just hit the create new option, title whatever you want, so I'm just going to name mine YT logo. And for the width and height, you can use 512 by 512 or 800 by 800. For YouTube, we want to use 800 by 800 because that is the recommended dimensions for YouTube. Of course, you have the option of using whatever dimensions you want. Anyways, we're going to start off with a transparent background. Now what we're going to want to do is we're going to navigate to the elements options over here and then click the text element. Click anywhere on your layer and just hit add text. Now for my logo, I'm just going to put like the first initial of my channel name, so I'm just going to put P. That's pretty much all I'm going to do. Now if you want to use a custom font, actually before we get into that, we want to navigate to the fonts drop down menu up here. Now you may have noticed that you already start out with a lot of fonts that Pixlr offers you. However, not very many of them are actually free. A lot of these have the little crown icon. That is for people who pay monthly to Pixlr. Of course, if you really want to pay monthly to Pixlr, you can, and then you'll get access to a lot of these fonts and also a lot of different other tools that you wouldn't if you're using the free version. I think it's around like $5 to $10 a month, could be more, I'm not really for sure, but we're not going to be using any of the Pixlr fonts anyways. We're going to be using my own font. I did not mean to click that though. Anyways, to get our own fonts, we're going to go to another website called dafont.com. Just type in dafont, D-A-F-O-N-T, and then .com. And then we are immediately taken to this website with hundreds of themes to choose from and over 70,000 different fonts out of those hundreds of themes. So I personally like the cartoon comic themes and the Fire Ice and the retro and medieval modern themes. There's also sans serif themes and calligraphy. There's also brush themes. These are better in my opinion for like thumbnails or channel backgrounds. So for today, I'm just going to stick with a neat little comic background. I already have one downloaded on my desktop right here. It's called a Kamika Axis. Pretty neat background, or not background, sorry, font. So to add your font to your editor, click on the font drop down and then click add local font and then select the font you want and then hit open. I have already added my font to the editor, so I'm just going to click on that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to should be able to, yeah. I don't think that's I think it's too much. Now I'm just going to center their text element now. Now after we got the font that we want and the size that we want, we're just going to go ahead and right click on the text element and click rasterize layer. This basically makes the layer no longer a text element, but just a regular image element, as you can see right here. Now, we could just leave it as white or whatever color we want to make it. However, we do want to give our text a neat background. We want it to stand out, essentially. we want it to, you know, appeal to the human eye, if that makes sense. So you can just search up cool patterns. Now, mine's going to be digital and space theme. So I'm just going to search up a digital theme pattern. It's not what I want. Digital pattern. I'm going to make it blue as well, because why not? Get rid of that. And just go to images, and whatever pattern you find, you can use. Now, I already have one that's just triangles. Oh, that looks pretty cool. You can probably use that one. There's also some camo patterns if you like those as well. So just download whatever image you find. Do be sure to change the image up though, so you can avoid any copyright problems, because these images are subject to their creators. Now, I've already downloaded a pattern and a background, as you can see these two right here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to layer and then click add image to layer, and I'm going to just click the pattern I want. So right now I'm just going to rotate this image. Alright, so now that we have it oriented the way that we want, move it over just a bit. There we go. See if it fits nicely. Yep. Now what we're going to do is we're going to select the magic wand button, and then we're going to click wherever we think the letter P is at. So I think it's right here. Yep. And if you see the outline of your letter, you have selected it. Now, do pay attention to these next few steps, because they do get pretty confusing and tricky. So after we have selected our letter using the magic wand option, we're going to right click on the letter, hit invert selection, and then we're going to click on the image, and we're going to hit the delete key. Now, doing that, or actually wait, let's deselect first. Doing that just got you your cutout of the letter with that image. Now, I don't really want the actual letter element anymore, so I'm just going to delete that as well, since we already have this. Now, what I want to do is I want to give the layer an outline, so I'm going to go to edit and then stroke, and just give it like a 7 pixel stroke outline. And another thing we can do with this is we can also give it a neat little blur. So I'm going to details and filter, and then blur, and then just, actually no, we don't want to do that yet. We want to give it a Gaussian blur. There, that's what I was looking for. Gaussian's always better. Just a value of 2 would be fine. Doesn't change it up a whole lot, but it does look a little bit different. Now we're going to go to hue. Oh, we can't use this. Oh, whoops. We're going to go to adjustment, hue and saturation. You can change the color up some more. I'm going to use blue, and then maybe add some saturation if you'd like. Change the hue a bit more. That looks good to me. I like that. Now we want to, if you want to use this logo as a PNG, like if you're making a website or something, you can just leave it as is. Now you can go ahead and save it and use it. Video's already over. But we want to give it a background because it's going to be for our YouTube channel. So we want to go ahead and go to layer again, add images layer, and then we want to find our background we downloaded. There we go. Now we want to resize this some. I think we, oh yeah, it's a pretty big image. Definitely don't need it to be that big. I want to say that's good right there. Now he wants to just drag our logo above the image. And I'm going to lock it just so I don't accidentally move it. And you know what? I'm gonna lock this as well so it stays centered. So now everything is locked in place. Now what I want to do is I want to find our shape drawing tool. So here's shapes. And then we're just gonna draw, whoops. We're going to draw black borders. Why is it not working? Oh, whoops, that's why. So, whoops. I'm gonna draw black borders here. I'm gonna delete that layer. Hidden. Oh, here's the delete button. Alright. Now, draw another border. Do try to make this look even on all sides. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. It's gonna look a bit different anyways. Now, actually, before we do this, we want to go to our space image, and we're gonna want to give it a bit of a blur. So, Gaussian blur. And then we want to just give it a different hue. There we go. And saturation. Alright, I like it. Now, I'm going to merge all these shapes down into one single layer. So when I move it around, it should look normal. There we go. And now I'm going to go to filter. I'm going to select the shapes first, go to filter, and then details, and then Gaussian blur again. And I'm going to basically give us a bit of a blur. Wait a minute. Maybe Gaussian's not the best one to use. Oh well, we can use Gaussian. We're going to change the opacity. So I think if I go to filter, oh wait, where is details? Maybe it's regular blur that'll do it. There we go, just like that. And I think we can do it one more time maybe. Alright, that looks good. Actually, I think we're just about done. Oh wait, we can give this on adjustment. We can give our letter a drop shadow, I think, if I can find that. Drop shadow. There we go. Now we gave our letter a neat little drop shadow. Now I'm actually going to use this on my YouTube channel because I like it. But that is about how you make a channel logo for your YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am going to still be making our coding videos, but I'm also going to start making graphics design videos because I can dabble in that as well, and I want to show you guys how to make neat little logos and thumbnails like that. Anyways, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please feel free to subscribe and hit the like button. I know my recordings haven't been at best quality recently. I am going to be gone for about a week, so this will be my last recording for just a little while. But as soon as I get back, I will be recording again. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching again, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.